I never thought love would find me this way. It wasn't planned, and it wasn't supposed to happen. But life has a way of surprising us. And sometimes, those surprises come with heavy consequences. It started the day my father hired a new bodyguard. For me, his name was Ryan. He was tall, strong, and had a quiet presence that made me feel safe. My family had money, and with that came threats. I had grown used to having security around, but something about Ryan was different. He wasn't just there to do a job. He actually seemed to care. At first we barely spoke. He kept his distance, always professional, always on alert. But over time, little things started to change. He'd ask how my day was. He'd check in on me even when he wasn't on duty. There were moments, small, unspoken moments, where I caught him looking at me like I was more than just his responsibility. And then, one night, everything changed. I had been at a charity event with my family. The night was beautiful, but I felt suffocated by the crowd, the expectations, the fake smiles. I stepped outside for air, and Ryan was there, standing near the car, watching over me as always. "You okay?" he asked, his voice gentle. I don't know what came over me, but I told him the truth. I told him how lonely I felt, how tired I was of living a life that didn't feel like my own. And for the first time, he let down his walls too. He told me about his past, about his own struggles, about how he had lost people he loved. That night, something shifted between us. It started with stolen glances, then accidental touches. Before I knew it, we were sneaking moments together, whispering in places where no one could hear. And then, one night, under the soft glow of streetlights, he kissed me. Loving him was effortless. He was my safe place, my calm in the storm. We shared late-night conversations, whispered secrets, and dreams that felt too big for the world we lived in. He made me laugh in ways I hadn't in years. With him, I could be myself. Not the daughter of a powerful man, not the girl who always had to be careful. I was just me. But deep down, I knew the world wouldn't let us have this. I knew my family would never approve. And I knew Ryan had built his life on discipline, on duty, things that love could complicate. The night my father found out was the worst night of my life. He had me followed, and when he saw the truth with his own eyes, his fury was unmatched. Ryan was fired instantly, and I was given no choice but to let him go. I begged my father to reconsider, but his answer was final. "He was never meant to be anything more than your protector," he said. Ryan didn't fight it. He didn't beg me to run away with him. He just looked at me, pain in his eyes, and said, "You deserve a life without fear." I hated him for saying that. I wanted him to fight for us. I wanted him to take me away, to promise me that love would be enough. But as time passed, I realized he had been protecting me in the only way he knew how. He was giving me a future, even if it meant breaking both our hearts. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. The world moved on, but I couldn't. Every room felt emptier without him. Every night felt colder. I found myself reaching for my phone, wanting to call him, wanting to hear his voice one last time, but I never did. Because I knew that if I did, I'd never let go. I still think about him. I wonder if he thinks about me too. Some nights, I dream about that kiss under the streetlights, about the way he held me, like I was the only thing in the world that mattered. I remember his voice, the way he called my name, the way he always knew how to calm my fears. I find myself revisiting places we shared together, hoping to feel his presence in some way. The cafe where he used to sit by the window while I grabbed my coffee, always keeping a protective eye on me. The quiet park where we once sat on a bench, talking about nothing and everything at the same time. Even the hallway outside my bedroom, where he used to stand guard. I sometimes imagine him still there, just beyond the door, waiting. There were days I convinced myself to move on. I even tried dating someone else, but it never felt the same. No one made me feel as safe as Ryan did. No one knew how to read my silences the way he did. No one could make me laugh just by raising an eyebrow at me when I was being dramatic. No one was Ryan. Sometimes late at night, I wonder where he is. If he found someone new, if he's happy, if he ever regrets letting me go, or if he still loves me the way I still love him. There are moments when I let my imagination run wild. I picture a different life, one where we fought for our love, where we ran away together and built something that no one could take from us. I imagine waking up beside him every morning, feeling his arms wrapped around me, knowing that I was his and he was mine. I wonder if he ever pictures it too, if he ever imagines a world where we defied the odds. But love isn't always enough. Love doesn't erase reality. And the reality is, he was my bodyguard first. His job was to protect me. Maybe, in his own way, leaving was the final act of love he could offer. And now, I am left with nothing but memories and dreams that will never come true. My bodyguard became my love. But maybe love isn't always enough. And maybe, just maybe, I made the wrong choice.